My name is Mel Austin. I am a professional clean comedian, motivational speaker, uh, an actor. I've been, doing all those probably almost about 29 years now. And maybe about 14 years ago, I created my company called Squeaky Clean Comedy Incorporated, which is also known as Laughing2Success Entertainment. Pretty much, we're taking the benefits of laughter and making it available to everybody by being clean. So, for example, we provide clean comedy for all type of events, from corporate trainings, church events, hospitals, senior citizen homes. I have a team that does school assemblies. So, as you could imagine, one of the big topics is anti-bullying. So we approach this from a different point of view. We call it leading with kindness. It's still anti-bullying, but it's a more positive spin on it. And and we incorporate obviously some great jokes. We have our juggler, we have magician, we have a DJ. So it's high energy with music. We do skits with teachers to show the students, the good and the bad way of making some of their decisions. Our whole thing is to empower them to be leaders and make good decisions. And we found that laughter is actually what brings everyone's guard down to actually hear information newly. And so that's, kind of a snippet of what we provide. Along with that, I MC everything from golf tournaments to award ceremonies. And then I teach as well. I teach public speaking with comedy. I do that, from everywhere from troubled teens to adults, comedians, even prison inmates. I show them how to use their soft skills to have more confidence when they're looking for a job, and actually to be a little more authentic about how they come across, instead of trying to be someone that they're not. You know what I mean? I always was, even in high school, that guy that, at the pep rallies, or, I was on the football team and we would come in after practice and watch the basketball team, and I'm the guy out there hyping everybody up. So I always enjoyed pumping people up, inspiring them. And so while in the military, I just kind of studied more around that and some great speakers. And I decided, what? I really want to do this. And so, I feel like as a Marine, you're used to taking charge and telling people what to do. So I figured I might as well tell them what to do in the most positive way. And so it just kind of took me down this road. I was going to Toastmasters, and I'm, taking opportunities to speak at different meetings, in the company that I work for. And then a friend of mine introduced me into acting. And the first year I felt that I was a funny actor. And then I decided, I'm going to do stand-up. And so here it is now, 29 years later, it's all come full circle, where I'm literally combining all of them, motivation and comedy and inspiration all in one, and just really bringing that in many different venues. I hadn't really started tapping into all the different areas that I pointed out. It was just me pretty much as a performer at different clubs or bars, some colleges, just kind of going the normal route of what comedy is. But because I was clean, I had the experience of doing an occasional backyard birthday party, or emceeing someone's church event, or doing a like a corporate retreat. So I had little snippets of that experience, but I wasn't doing it fully. I didn't have a real focus, to be honest with you, because with all those things that I mentioned, I didn't really have a formula to actually stay consistent. I was just kind of taking clients as they came. And so what brought me to you guys was, being able to really put like a real marketing plan to dig a little deeper, One of the people that work with you guys, Jacqueline Scott. I call her Jackie, and she was amazing. She really helped me kind of pinpoint down what services am I providing and what are they receiving on their end that could actually be utilized in my marketing. So we kind of reverse engineered the experience that clients were getting so that I could have a more focused approach when it comes to presenting myself out there and what services me and my company. So when I say me and my company, I also am referring to, so I have a team of other comedians that I hire from time to time, sometimes me by myself, or I'll bring in a team with me. And I probably have at least over a couple hundred performers that have different styles that fit different situations that we go into. The other one I want to point out was my website was just not cleaned up the way it is now. A lot of credit goes to Sean Snyder. He definitely helped me clean it up and take that marketing message that Jackie was able to help me with, and really kind of streamline the path of when someone goes on your site and how long are they on it. And he really familiarized me with the analytics of how that works and being able to read that information and use that information to make sure that less is more, and training the eye to follow certain things. We installed like some appointment apps to where people could ask questions and literally book an appointment with me. I didn't have any of that stuff in place. It was just kind of random at first, so definitely grateful for him as well. I would definitely say that my traffic on my website has definitely increased. I'm going to take a guess and say at least more of a 60 to 80% increase in activity. And it's because Sean was able to show me kind of like on the back end with the keywords and a little bit of the SEO process and how that works, and being able to kind of clean that up. So definitely my traffic has increased. And then I feel that the marketing message between what him and Jackie helped me with, it just gave me more confidence to actually approach larger clients now. I'm literally reaching out to all the utility companies in the United States because one of my clients is Los Angeles Department of Water and Power. So they were both able to help me kind of figure out what I'm doing with them and how to transfer that to a larger scale for more larger companies. So, I kind of went from, I guess you would say elementary school to more on a, first level, college level when it comes to how I market and present myself, for sure. I just want to say to you all that it's not easy. So if you have not started your business yet, just know that it's not easy, but it's extremely rewarding when you hang in there and you really hold yourself accountable to learn. Because you can't blame the boss, you can't blame the higher level management. It's you. And so it forces you to really dig deep in how you are with your customers and getting paperwork done. I will say this, that I had to learn early on that it's called an entrepreneurial seizure that you get when you decide to start your own business. You're doing everything, but you can't do everything, and you may not be able to do it all very well either and still have a real business. In other words, if you're highly skilled, let's say at being a fabricator, just an example. Well, you might be great with welding and putting things together, and you're great with your hands, but who's going to do the paperwork? Who's going to bill the customers? Who's going to schedule training? Who's going to manage the other employees that you might need from time to time for different projects? Who's going to do the marketing? And so I had to learn the hard way how separating those particular duties and knowing when to change my hat to do those duties, that was definitely quite an experience that I don't think a lot of entrepreneurs and business owners know about. And they don't last. There's research, they don't make it past 5, sometimes 8 years because they don't address those other things. You could be extremely talented and doing a great job, and your phone's ringing off the hook, but who's answering the phone? Who's going to bill the customers from a project that you did that is going to pay you a lot of money, but you don't have the time to sit down and process it? And so if you don't know how to separate these things, that could be a problem. And so I'm just so grateful to the SBDC because I was able to, as I'm learning these things, I was also able to have these conversations and really put some processes in place so that I could kind of cover those other things as well. So it definitely has made a huge difference, and it blows me away because I see a lot of entrepreneurs and business owners struggling out there. They don't quite have this philosophy, and they don't know that you all are there free of charge. Free of charge. You're there to help them. Now, listen, they ain't going to do the work for you, but they're going to point you in the right direction. They're going to give you professional advice. They're going to definitely be resourceful for you. You still have to do the work, but why not? When you can literally spend money for someone else that may not know your business or really even care. You guys actually care. And so why not do that and learn and not have to spend all the money that you're making to do that?